Talappalli in Nilambur area of Malappuram district. Behind me you can see the Chaliyar river. This place is at least 20 kilometers from where this landslide happened in Wayanad district in Mundakai area. But from this river, several bodies and body parts were recovered by the rescue team. Third day on, but still from early morning today, braving the weather conditions, it's still raining here at the moment. We can see that the rescue personnel are out. They include the police team, the fire force team, the NDRF team and the volunteers of several organizations here, several volunteers here. So we can see in these dingy boats, these boats belong to, there are boats of the fire force as well as the NDRF here. They're checking in this area. And on the other side of the bank, if my camera person can pan, I can show you that people are going inside the forest area, that is basically in teams. They are going there. So they are divided into several teams, and on both sides of the river, on both banks, these people trekked several kilometers, more than 15 kilometers inside the forest. The fire force team, the police teams are all here. They trekked several kilometers inside, and yesterday they searched for the remains of people. Several body parts were found here. The police team is here. The SP of Malappuram, Shashidharan, is here. Let's try and get some reaction from him on what exactly the situation is right now as far as the rescue operations are concerned. Sir, how many of your team members are right now on duty, the entire thing?
District Collector is here.
Collectors.
Collector is here. DFS are there. And some volunteer organizations, Fire Force, all our Thunderbolt, etc. Team is here. The whole team is divided into two. One team has gone through that bank up to Kumbalapara area. From there they will conduct their search. Here also one team has gone through this bank also. We are trying our level best. This is our crucial day. So we will try to find out maximum.
Rescue personnel, including the volunteers, there are about 300, 350 people here?
Around between 300 and 400.
And sir, this rescue operations, you all started the search operations here in Malappuram district in Nilambur area day before afternoon itself?
2 days.
It's a second day now?
No, third day, yeah.
So how many bodies have been recovered so far from this river, sir?
So far we have got full body and body parts also. More than 150 bodies are recovered. Bodies means including body parts. We have traced 55 odd bodies that could be identified.
The rest were body parts.
That's were body parts.
So today is the most crucial day here, is what you feel?
Yes, exactly. We expect that we will be getting more because though the body is drowned, it may come out today.
So today, how's the weather conditions? As the water levels risen again today in the river?
Weather condition is better today. The flow has gone down, and we hope that we will be getting more bodies.
You think you will be able to complete this mission by today here? Are you?
I can't say so, but we hope. Because our people have already covered up to Parapanpara area, so they will start from there up to the waterfall there inside the forest. The forest officials also are accompanying the team. So
almost 20 kilometers from where this landslide happened, body parts you all are receiving here. So it just shows the intensity and the extent at which how it happened.
Exactly. We got one body from Varakar limit also. That means the intensity of the incident. It shows the intensity of the incident.
Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us. The district collector is also here. Sir, can you just tell us what is the situation of the rescue operations at the moment, the updates?
The combined operation. We have started combined operations with fire and rescue, police, forest, and the volunteers, NDRF. All the teams are on either side of the river. We are searching for the bodies or live persons. Our effort is to find out maximum possible. Recover all the bodies today itself.
So it's a very crucial day for the operations today, you say?
Yes, today we want to conclude this We are trying. We have deployed sufficient forces here. Volunteers are also available. We want to conclude it today.
So about 20 kilometers away, this incident has happened, and you're recovering bodies from here. So does this show the intensity of the aftermath?
Yes, sure. It shows the intensity and magnitude of the disaster which struck Wayanad.
So now, whatever you're mostly recovering, is it body parts or what's the situation, sir?
We are recovering bodies also, some body parts also, some bodies buried below to earth also. We are recovering that also.
So from here, how are they shifted once they are recovered? It is to the nearest Nilambur hospital?
From here, we will be shifting it to the ambulances are parked near the road. We will be shifting through tractors to the ambulances. Ambulances will take these bodies to Nilambur District Hospital. Postmortem examination will be conducted at the Nilambur District Hospital. From there, we will be sending these bodies in mobile freezers to the Wayanad for identification. We will be taking DNA samples also.
And how's the weather situation today, sir? Is it better compared to yesterday? Or?
Yes, weather situation today is better compared to yesterday, but we are expecting rains, but still
Today it's orange alert in the district?
orange alert in the district.
Other parts of your district, are they fine? I mean, or are there issues in...
Yes, issue of water logging is there everywhere. Bharatapuzha is having a lot of water is there in Bharatapuzha, Chaliyar. Almost all the rivers are flowing with full capacity.
This is the Chaliyar.
Chaliyar.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was a district collector explaining to us the relief and the rescue operations that they are taking up here in Nilambur area in Malappuram district, where several bodies have been recovered. As the SP had told us, 55 identifiable full bodies were discovered from this river and the banks of this river. At the same time, 155, the others are body parts which they have recovered from here. The intensity of this disaster, we can see that just by standing here, because the landslide had happened about 20 kilometers away in another district, but still they are still looking for the remains here in this river in Malappuram district. We have along with us Kareem, a rescue worker who was involved in recovering the bodies from the Chaliyar river. ചേട്ടാ എന്താണ് നിങ്ങൾ മിനിഞ്ഞാന്ന് ഇത് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇത് തുടങ്ങിയത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്?
ഇവിടെ ഫസ്റ്റിൽ ഇവിടെ ഒരു പാലത്തിൻ്റെ അവിടെ ഒരു മൃതദേഹം വന്നതെന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ വലിച്ചെടുക്കാൻ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ആൾക്കാർ പറഞ്ഞു പോലീസ് വരാതെ തൊടണ്ട എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇതിൻ്റെ തോർത്തുമുണ്ട് അഴിച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഈ സാധനം പിന്നെ തോർത്തുമുണ്ടിൽ കെട്ടി റോഡിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവന്നു. പോലീസിനെ വിളിച്ചപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞു റോഡ് സൈഡ് കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ പറഞ്ഞു. ഞങ്ങൾ റോഡ് സൈഡ് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് അത് കഴുകി വൃത്തിയാക്കി വേറൊരു ആംബുലൻസ് വന്ന് അതിനകത്ത് കയറ്റിയിട്ട് അപ്പോഴാണ് ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മൾ അങ്ങോട്ട് പോണത്. അങ്ങോട്ട് പോയി.
He was just telling us that on that day first they saw a body near the bridge. They called the police. Police asked them to bring them if possible to the roadside, and they helped them with their own towel, and they brought them to the roadside. And after that they heard that more bodies are coming through the river on the other side, and then they started coming to this side and started the rescue work.
ഒരു 26 ബോഡി ഞങ്ങൾ പുറത്തേക്ക് എടുത്ത് മരങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഒഴിവാക്കി എടുത്ത്. അപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ കൈ ഇങ്ങനെ ഈ എല്ല് പൊട്ടിയാന്തറിയില്ല തമ്മിൽ കൂട്ടിയിടിച്ചിങ്ങാണ്ട് ഇതിങ്ങനെയായി. പിന്നെ കാലാകതായി. പിന്നെ അവരൊക്കെ തന്നെ വലിച്ചൂരി എടുത്തൊക്കെയാണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഞങ്ങളാണ് അക്കരക്ക് കയറുന്നത്. കാലുണ്ടല്ലേ, 2 കാല് ഇതും ഇവിടെയും പൊട്ടി. അങ്ങനെ പിന്നെ ഈ വിരലിൻ്റെ ഇതിന് നമ്മൾ ഹോസ്പിറ്റലൊന്നും പോയിട്ടില്ല. പിന്നെ 2 ദിവസം എന്നോട് ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥന്മാർ നമ്മളെ പുറത്തേക്ക് ഇപ്പുറത്തേക്ക് എടുത്ത് കൊണ്ടുവന്നത്.
So he's just telling us that they have recovered about 26 bodies from there. They tied the rope. They tried to go on to the other side when the recovery was happening, and he was just showing us his injuries. He was injured on his leg and his hands while trying to pull out the people, because there were actually wood and trees that were uprooted that were coming through the river. So he got himself injured also there. എത്ര ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടായിരുന്നു ഈ കയറ് കെട്ടി പോകാൻ?
കയറ് കെട്ടല്ല, ഞങ്ങൾ പിന്നെ ബോട്ടിലാണ് കയറിയത്. ബോട്ടിൽ കയറി ഞങ്ങൾ 3 പേരും പിന്നെ അവർ 3 പേരും, അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങൾ 6 പേരാണ്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു കുപ്പി വെള്ളം പോലും ഞങ്ങൾ അതിലില്ല. ഞങ്ങൾ രാവിലെ ഇവിടെ നിന്നൊക്കെ കട്ടൻ ചായ കുടിച്ച് വിശേറിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണ് പോയതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പോയിട്ട് പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾ അക്കരെ എത്തി. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇക്കരെ ആൾക്കാർ ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ അക്കരക്ക് പോരാൻ ആരുമില്ല. പക്ഷെ അതുപോലെ വെള്ളം അങ്ങനെ ഭയങ്കര ഹൈറ്റിലുള്ള വെള്ളമാണ്. രാവിലെ ആയപ്പോൾ നല്ല വെള്ളമായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ അപ്പുറത്തേക്ക് കടക്കാനൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്. എല്ലാവരും ഇപ്പുറത്ത് നിന്നു, ഞങ്ങളക്കരെ കയറി. നമുക്ക് ആ കാടിനോടുള്ളതും പിന്നെ ഈ പുഴനോടുള്ളൊരു പരിചയവും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ ഏതായാലും മരണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടു. പക്ഷേ രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടൽ പോയപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് അപകടവും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പറ്റി. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ എത്തിയപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും വാങ്ങാനും കാര്യങ്ങളും ഇക്കരക്ക് എത്തിയപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വാങ്ങാനും പിന്നെ 4 മണിൻ്റെ ശേഷമാണ് കുറച്ച് വെള്ളം കുറഞ്ഞ് പിന്നെയാണ് നമുക്ക് സപ്പോർട്ടിങ്ങിന് കുറച്ച് ആൾക്കാർ എത്തിയത്.
So we're saying that initially on the first day, in their own boats, they went on the other side. They tried to recover more people as possible. Only by evening, when the water subsided, they started getting help from outside. We have along with us Major General V.T. Matthew, who has been coordinating the rescue efforts right from 31st when the landslide happened in Wayanad. Sir, where do the operations stand? What is the latest?
As of now, we are in the 3rd day of operations. We have been here since the 30th afternoon in support of the disaster-stricken area. As of now, anyone who was outside and wanting rescue, we have rescued them. They are outside. We have taken them to safer areas. Someone who is trapped in houses or dead bodies that are inside houses are yet to be rescued or taken out as of now because of heavy equipment not being able to go inside because of lack of bridge in this area. So as of now, the focus is on completing our bridge. It was supposed to have come up around 1 or 2 hours back. It has not come up yet, primarily because of the heavy rain that is going on. It will soon come up and then our next phase of operations will start.
Sir, the inclement weather has been an issue with the rescue operation right from beginning. So today also you all are facing that.
Yes. In fact, today morning we hoped for better weather, but since afternoon it has been extremely heavy rains. 2 things. One, of course, our rescue teams are stuck in deep mud and they are not able to take out bodies, etc. And secondly, the bridging operations have got slightly delayed because of the heavy rain.
Sir, now I know it's too early to say how many days, but what are your expectations by when?
Our expectation is that today the bridge will be completed and we will be able to move across heavy equipment. Thereafter, impetus of the our rehabilitation and rescue operation will improve and the state government will also be able to move in much more equipment into this area. Having done that, one can't put a timeline onto when we would be able to complete this operation or when we would be able to get back to some sense of normalcy.
So in Churalmala as well as in Mundakai, there are still people trapped, bodies trapped under the debris. Is that what your assumption is at the moment?
Yes, everywhere in Mundakai as well as Churalmala, a number of bodies are likely to be trapped underneath debris. In fact, some of the bodies could also have floated downstream and come across at various shores of the river. One does not know where these are. We are doing our best to identify where it is. We have dogs with us, sniffer dogs, which are able to identify dead bodies underground. But it's a difficult task.
How many of your men are on duty?
We have as of now 500 plus. This includes infantry units, infantry troops, as well as engineer specialized troops for the bridging. They are the engineer task force.
So 500 plus personnel from the army?
From the army itself. And beyond that, of course, the Navy, Air Force, everyone is here. Coast Guard, they are all here.
And today, were you all able to retrieve some bodies? Today, were you all able to?
Yeah, we managed to get around 8 bodies out today.
See, it's 3 days, so there are chances of somebody surviving this under.
There is a chance. We always hope that there is someone alive somewhere and we will be able to retrieve him. But with each day passing, that hope is diminishing. But someone somewhere could well be alive and we will work on that premise that somebody is alive somewhere.
And how many of your sniffer dogs are here? Drones also is used for this? Drones is also used?
No, we do. We have drones. The civil administration have drones, and our equipment also. We have asked the civil administration to requisition various specialized equipment to carry out checks underground if it is possible. So those equipment will come subsequently. Otherwise, we are utilizing drone footage from the civil administration.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Major General B.T. Matthews explaining to us what the army has been doing in Wayanad at the place of the landslide. The biggest issue with the rescue operations in Mundakai was the access towards Mundakai. Now we can see that the Bailey Bridge is complete and the first vehicle of the army is moving from the other side of the bridge towards Mundakai. So from tomorrow morning onwards, from Friday morning, it is going to be helpful. It is a huge relief as far as the rescue measures in Mundakai is concerned. This was expected to be over by afternoon on Thursday, but it got delayed due to the heavy rains that is prevailing in Churulimala. Here we can see the visuals of the first vehicle after the Bailey Bridge was completed here, was done here, going through the other side. So these are the visuals that we are seeing here. Let me just show around Churulimala where we are standing right now. This is the place where the landslide hit on top and came and fell down. This is one of the places which had the maximum impact. You can see the houses on the other end which has been completely damaged. This is where the river had split into two and it started flowing as two streams. On the right hand side is Mundakai. Up this road is Mundakai. That is the hill top there. That is where the major damage had happened. An entire village has been washed away. To that extent, we can say that was the damage. And rescue efforts were not really moving at a fast pace in Mundakai because of this access. Heavy vehicles couldn't come from this side. But now that has been sorted with the army constructing the Bailey Bridge. In the visuals, we can see that the vehicle is coming again to the other side. So the first, after the construction of the bridge is over, the vehicle is moving freely now. So from now on, JCB and big equipments can be taken towards Mundakai. There the rescue operations can be speeded up. We can see that in Mundakai many people are actually even now we know that in houses under the debris there will be people there. The visuals are of the vehicle of Major General driving from one end to the other at the Bailey Bridge here. So a huge relief as far as the rescue efforts in Mundakai is concerned, as the Bailey Bridge construction is complete and vehicles can move. Rescue team can go from here to Mundakai to complete the rescue work. The terrible tragedy that struck Wayanad, almost 200 lives lost. We are at Churulimala, the site of this landslide, where we can see the extent of the damage, the river flowing in its full fury. At that place where the pupil tree is, it was a junction. There was shops here, but right now it just looks like somewhere through which a river has flown in its full fury. On the other side, those buildings are a school premises. This was a school building, and it is a very it was famous for its beauty. There were songs written by the teachers of that school about the beauty of this school, because it is located next to the river and how beautiful that was. But now all that is left is the damage and the devastation that we can see, people losing their lives. Now, one major issue was, or the problem when it came to the rescue efforts, where that there was no access from Churulimala to Mundakai. This river washed away the existing bridge, so it was not possible for people to cross through that bridge. But today the army has constructed the Bailey Bridge. The construction is over and now vehicles can pass through this. So the rescue efforts in Mundakai area will be much faster now, because for the past 2 days what was happening is that rescue teams were going up, but they couldn't carry heavy equipment, so they had to carry whatever they can in their hands and do the rescue effort. So that is something which we had witnessed for the past 2 days. As far as the relief operations are concerned, the rescue operations are concerned, it is a huge relief that this bridge has been formed. Now, if I could show you the pathway to Mundakai, this is the road up atop this. That is where Mundakai is, where we can say that almost the entire village has been washed away. Now, only when huge equipments and these rescue teams reach there on Friday morning, we'll be able to understand the extent of damage. The rescue workers say that under houses, the debris of houses, there could be bodies which are stuck there, which needs to be taken out at the earliest.